Coach Brian here with Five Tool Warrior Baseball again. Coach Kyler is here with me today. We're going to talk about some hitting aspects that we're doing, some fundamentals. One being that stride length, what we look at or what we try to do. Stride length can be different, but typically what we're looking at is about half your height. And there's a reason that we're looking at that. When we get there, what it can actually do when we have a player set up and they get out to half of their height, what we have happen is that this length is basically about the same height as our center of gravity. Well, that helps us, one, adjust to the pitches, see what's going on, but then when we get into our swing and we start getting the lower half to do its job, it now pre-tips our hip just a little bit, about 10 degrees or so that it sets us in a plane. So there's a bunch of different things out there with what stride length should be. There's some out there now going from middle of hip bone to hip bone, 3 times that. Well, these all kind of go together and set us in the same area or same parameters. So we usually just try to go about half our height. We can measure that out really easily by taking their height, putting cones down if we need to. But the biggest thing is this set position is what sets us up for everything. This is our foundation. If we have that, then everything else is a lot easier to do. Now, when we stride, you can have guys that stride in, we can have guys that stride out, we can have our foot pointed out just a little bit, it can be closed. A lot of that stuff is kind of personal preference. Right now, the big one that's been in trend has been slightly open. It just helps get that hip opened up and ready to go. You got anything, Kyler?
Just make sure they're free to do what they got. I mean, if they want to be open, it just comes down to being in that backside and getting to that 50%. I mean, make sure that they're half their height so we get athletic and let that center mass and that weight sit down so that they're more athletic in that position.
And the big one right there is being athletic. Being athletic is huge. The better you can be athletic at the plate, the better you're going to be able to see, the better you're going to be able to adjust to the balls that you need to hit. So this is where we start. Foundation, 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 foundation. But the better they get, that stride may change. It may end up being a little bit longer. It may be a little bit shorter. But this is where we start.